So yeah, I was on the phone earlier with one of my nanny associates. We was just talking about different little stuff, and she was telling me about the family she nanny for. So they have a 4 year old who's on the spectrum. He has ADHD, and he has been kicked out of 3 different daycares because he can't keep his hands to himself. So, not funny that, but she was like, honey, they got into it so loud. I had to take him outside for a walk. I was like, for what? She was like, the dad was like, I am tired of you babying him because he is on the spectrum. I am tired of you not having structure in this house. And when I try to parent, you get upset with me. You tell me I'm not this, I'm not that. You're not fucking anybody. You're nobody. I said, what? She was like, Queen, he was going off on her so bad. He was saying stuff to her. She said, and then he said, I should have married your sister. My mom told me I picked the wrong sister. Your sister has a child that's going through the same thing, and he's so well behaved. They have the same thing going on. Why is your sister doing better than you? Because you're an enabler. You just want to use him for sympathy. She said he was going off on her. He was like, yeah. And the neighbors send me your little post in those groups crying about you don't have any time to yourself. What the fuck do you mean? He's at school and we have 2 fucking nannies. What are you talking about? And she was like, he was like, no, you're using our kid as a reason for people to feel sorry for you. You should feel sorry for your own self. I was like, girl, what you say? She's like, I just listened because everything he was saying was actually correct. The sister does have a son that's going through the same thing. She said, and I love when he comes over because everything that the sister tells her, she said, it's stuff that me and dad have been telling her for months. And she was like, and me and dad just kind of looked at each other and was like, She was like, we've been telling her that she's using his, what did she say? The mom is using the child's disability as an excuse to why he gets away with everything. She was like, it was so refreshing to hear him go off because he's so mild-mannered. I was like, oh, wow. She was like, and the sister even said something to her. She was like, but I think the sister is sleeping with my boss's husband because I saw them give each other a little eye. She was like, I don't know. But anyway, girl, I was like, oh. She was like, so what do I do? Like, what can I say? I was like, nothing. Let them parent how they want to parent. Let her do what she want to do, because when she get tired of him getting kicked out of daycare, I said she'll start correcting the behavior, start working with him to correct him every time he touches somebody or does something. Because she was like, he bites, he hits, he spits, he throw toys at you if you tell him no. She was like, I don't think he's really on the spectrum. She was like, I just think he's fucking bad. And I know you always say no kid is bad. She was like, but the other day he pissed in the corner and he walked down the hallway peeing and said, look. She was like, yeah, there's something more going on. I said, oh. But this same nanny, probably like 2 years ago, worked with a family who had to send their child to the state to like give the state custody of him. They don't live in Georgia. The parents end up giving the kid to the state and paying child support to the state. And it was the first time I had ever heard of that because of his behavior. He had been kicked out of 5 different elementary schools for trying to stab kids because he said he loves the sight of blood. And the mom said that she walked in on him cutting one of the little kids, one of his siblings, because he wanted to see blood. So that's when the mom gave him to the state. And the nanny was like, that was probably one of the hardest things she had ever witnessed, because she had been telling the parents that there was something going on with him, but they just didn't want to listen. She said because he bit her one day, and he bit her so hard that it was bleeding. She said, and he just stood there laughing. It was like, blood, more blood, more blood. She said when she said something to mom and dad, they were like, oh, he'll grow out of it. I was like, wow. But how are you guys doing this Thursday?